Hiya! Sorry that I haven't uploaded my Hyde review yet. It's actually been done, it just hasn't uploaded because life's crazy right now and the internet's being weird. So hopefully this will upload and then I will upload Hyde and we'll have all the reviews up to date. But here goes. This is the review for Journey to Inside the TARDIS. It was intense. Like, really intense. Got really dark and a lot happened. I'm really confused about some parts because I don't do very well with the time loops and time shifts and time jumping, and my brain just goes like blah. But I think I understood what happened. I do have to say my biggest issue with the episode was that the Doctor seems to choose when he can and cannot change time. Like, I know there's laws and there's Gallifrey and there's fixed points in time and stuff like this, but I swear it's just when it suits him. Like, it's almost like, oh, I can't be bothered to save Pompeii, not today. Or, oh, I can't send that girl back, like what just happened in, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the name. In the episode with the scary ghost woman who's not really a ghost woman. Oh, Hyde. Yes, in the episode Hyde, that I was just talking about, he doesn't send that girl back in time because she was reported missing, but he's changed time now, so surely he could drop her back, because if it's just a missing person, missing people turn up all the time. Like, I really don't understand how that was such a major fixed point. Not the point. Well, the point of my argument anyway. Like, it just seems that he can change time whenever he wants. I mean, I know time was in a flux at that point inside the TARDIS, but anyway, that's my biggest issue with it. But let's move on to all the awesome stuff. The Dark Doctor really came into play, the fact that he was blackmailing and manipulating those three guys into helping him find Clara by risking their lives. Even though it was just a ruse, it was still like really intense, and he meant it. Like, he wanted them to believe that there was a chance that they were all going to die if they didn't find Clara, and then he cut their time in half to make it even more intense. So that was scary, and you're just seeing more and more of the Dark Doctor and how he's just so fixated on like finding out who Clara is and like what she means. So that was awesome and terrifying all at once. I really, like, oh my gosh, absolutely overjoyed at the fact that we got to explore the TARDIS. That was really fun. We got to see Amy's toy TARDIS, we got to see River's cot, we got to see the umbrella of the past Doctor. I think it's 6, don't hold me to that, I don't know much about old school Who. But I got to see the pool that was mentioned in the 11th hour, and the library, and the swimming pool was momentarily in the library, and I was just like ecstatic. Over the moon, over the many moons. Just, wow, it was awesome. When the guys kept not listening to the Doctor and were like messing with the TARDIS, I was like, do you know what you're messing with? Like, that ship's gonna fight back. She stole a Time Lord. She's pretty badass. This ship right here, you don't mess with her. That's just crazy. And she showed how badass she could be. And those weird creatures that were like running around the TARDIS, it was really interesting to like try and guess what they were as it was unfolding. Like, for a while I was like, oh, yeah. He said, when the Doctor said sorry to the conjoined creatures, it was as if he knew them, and I was like, oh man, maybe they're like manifestations of his own darkness or his own evil, or it's like events that have happened in the TARDIS in the past and they're just trapped there. And then I was like, I was really honing in on the idea of them being evil versions of themselves, or like dark versions of themselves. And then in a way I was kind of right in the fact that it was them, just that they were dead and on fire, not evil. So, you know, I just missed the mark. So there was even more deceit as well, how the brother had played a trick on the other brother and pretended that he was an android, and that neither of them really seemed too fussed that their older brother had died. Like, it was really dark. There was a lot of emotional turmoil and deceit and just generally the negative side of human emotions and trust, and that was really, like, it really escalated as well when you had the Doctor, you know, grabbing Clara and like pushing her off the edge. Like, he was on the brink of insanity. I mean, I know he didn't mean to push her to the edge, but like, he was cracking. You could see this. It just meant so much to him, and the fact that they were going to die inside the TARDIS, he just needed to know, like, so that he could get closure on it. And it was scary. Like, Clara had every reason to be terrified, and you just don't see that side of the Doctor, and you haven't seen that side of 11 in a really long time. You saw a bit of it with 10, and you definitely saw truckloads of it with 9. So it's interesting to have that coming back to the surface, because it's just the Dark Doctor. Man, there's a lot of unexplained and 900 years of angst to deal with there, so Didn't like the Time Lord book, didn't like the fact that they mentioned the Doctor's name again. I really can't stress enough how much I think it's a terrible idea that we're going to learn the Doctor's name. I'm hoping it's just a bluff. I'm hoping we don't learn that it's something like, you know, basic like Mark or something awesome like Melvin. Like, I mean, his name could be Susan or anything, and it's fine, but it just takes the magic away. And the fact that people are protesting this in London with giant signs just shows that this is not something that they should be exploring. He's supposed to be mysterious. That's how it works. Don't let us know. It'll ruin the magic. Just let him be the Doctor. Doctor Who. I'd rather take the weird Doctor Who jokes, the lame, pathetic Doctor Who jokes for the rest of eternity than find out the Doctor's name. True facts. I thought it was really awesome that when Clara was told not to open the door and to keep closed at all times, she said, that won't be a problem. Like, Clara listens to the Doctor. That's unheard of. That's like phenomenally awesome. Props to Clara for that. With the engine room thing, well, not the engine room, but when it was all exploding and you could see through the door, it very much reminded me of that episode with Ten when Captain Jack was in the room and Ten was looking through the window. It might have been the same set. I might be making this up. I'm pretty sure it happened, though I just don't know the name of the episode because I'm terrible at that kind of thing. But if you remember, let me know if it was the same thing or something similar or what. What? I'm not sure. And I thought the second biggest issue with it was the ending was a bit neat with the burning on the hand and then being like, ha, the big friendly button, pop, shoom. Everything's kind of fixed and wrapped up in a nice little package. I mean, I know that I have been saying in the last few videos that I do like the fact that we're back to the cookie cutter episodes of Doctor travels, finds a problem, solves problem. But I mean, to go from such a dramatic episode to that kind of resolution, like, yeah, the Doctor falling through the crack and it was all intense, and then it was just like, we press the button, boop, boop. Really? That was a bit of a letdown. But if those guys still kind of vaguely remember things, then maybe Clara vaguely remembers the stuff that she found out about her past selves or whatnot. I mean, looks like from the preview that we're going to find out about her past self, or at least visit the era that she was when she was the Victorian nanny, so who knows. But overall, it was an awesome episode and I'm really enjoying this season 7 so far, so I'll hopefully be back with more regularly scheduled Doctor Who reviews. In the meantime, toodles!